Hi everyone, this is Sami Sampi. Welcome back to my channel. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new, I invite you to subscribe, and if you're not new, I'm so thankful to have you here and thank you for the love and support. Today we're going to review Lady Who Leased Atlanta episode 7. Back with the ladies at the ranch fighting about the misunderstanding between Quiana and Robin. At this point, there's not seeing eye to eye. Tiffany and Tiana are trying to intervene and try to explain and kind of like try to make the situation a little bit better, but they're just all talking over each other. And Tiana is getting frustrated. And I'm like, girl, Tiana, she's always so calm, cool, and collected. But she's getting frustrated and she's trying to talk, and Kiana is not letting her talk, and nobody's trying to listen to what anybody else is saying. Tiana is getting frustrated and she tells Kiana that she's not her type and proceed to kind of like leave and go to like take a breather. Tiffany follows after her, and then we have Kiana and Robin that are left to themselves, and Robin is trying to like make the situation a little bit better with Quiana and basically telling her that she's a good person, but she needs some, I think, decorum or else. And a part of me is like, Robin, Quiana and you are not the same type of people. Quiana is actually very direct and she's being very clear and she means what she says. I'm not saying that you're not being direct, but I do feel that you're a little bit of an instigator, and when you feel triggered, you don't want to listen to anybody. So it's kind of weird that the situation is now being reversed between the two ladies. And Robert is even saying in a confessional, oh, Quiana, are you triggered? And I'm like, see, that's the thing with you, Robin, now. Like, when you were triggered, you wanted people to have sympathy for you, but you don't have any sympathy for her. So don't be asking people to give you the type of energy that you're not willing to give back. That's what I'm going to say about that, because the fact that Robin talked about Quiana being triggered, a part of me was like, yeah, girl, you know what you're doing, but guess what? You didn't try to make her feel better. And I really genuinely don't feel that Quiana was trying to be mean to you whenever the first situation happened. We have Tiffany and Tiana talking, and Tiana is saying that she just wanted them to have a good time. And that's why she's so frustrated. And then when she's trying to talk to the ladies, nobody's listening to her. They're all talking over each other. And she was just, she just didn't like it. Then she also explained that she's known Quiana for a long time, that they are in the same business and they see each other a lot. She has a lot of respect for her, but she always felt that Quiana was not giving her good energy, but she has a lot of respect for her. So yeah, then the Quiana and Robin joins the lady and they talk and try to repair what happened and end on a good note. Quiana and Tiana both said that they agree to disagree and that definitely that situation is not over with. And Quiana says that she's very surprised with the way Tiana reacted to the situation, that she kind of know what to expect from Robin because Robin is a straight shooter, but she really was not expecting this type of behavior coming from Tiana. I really enjoyed the fact that Tiana apologized for leaving. She apologized for getting mad, and she explained herself that the reason why she got mad is because she wanted the party to be nice and want any fighting. So yeah, they end on a semi good note and it goes from there. Actually, one more thing I want to add is that Quiana in her confessional admitted that she projected a little bit. She admitted that because she's had some difficulties in her fertility journey, that when Robin said what she said, she did project, but she also felt that, and she didn't have to act the way she acted, but she also felt that what Robin said was not accurate. And I totally agree with Quiana. I felt that the context in what Robin was talking about was not accurate. And I love the fact that she was able to realize by herself that she was projecting and take ownership of her behavior. That's not something that we see a lot of, and I applaud Quiana for that, and it makes me like her more, to be honest. She's not perfect, but at least she has that emotional intelligence to say, hey, I didn't act right and I projected a little bit, and it was not necessary for the situation to go that far. Next scene, we have Cristyl and her dad. Crystyl's dad is back living in Atlanta, so they're spending more time with each other. So she decided that she wanted her dad to see a little bit of what she's doing. And one project that she's part of is a project with the Yeboah family, who is a family of developer that has been developing communities with houses for in lower income place, but those houses are luxury house and very beautiful and big houses. So Cristyl is explaining that she's been closing with them, that she's been the closing attorney for all of those new houses that the developers have been building, and that she's very proud of that because it's bringing a big impact into the African American community in Atlanta. So she proceeded to introduce her dad to the family of developer, who consists of the mom, the son, and the dad. And it's really nice to see that we're seeing an African American, family together in a successful business together. And they explained that the community has a total, I believe, of 6 house or maybe 12 house, and that so far they've been able to close half of them, and that they're working on closing the other half. So this is a very nice project, and it's very nice to see. I mean, Atlanta, they got it, man. They got it over there when it comes to the Black community and the exposure and the advancement. It's really, really nice to see. See that Crystyl's father is very proud of his daughter. We have Quiana and Tiffany, who is the closing attorney, walking into a new house that they're about to close for a client. So the house is a $1.8 million house. It has around 5 bedrooms and 4.5 baths, and it's looking beautiful. And she's explaining that the buyer is buying the house with all the decor in there. And I'm like, whoa, this is really nice. And we get to see that the family is an African American family. So it's really, really, really nice to see. And she explained that the father was got shot 15 times, and they didn't give us more information, but then I got really curious about it. And then after doing a little bit of research, that the man name is Laquan, and he was in the army before, and he got shot 15 times as he was being robbed in front of I believe in front of a Kroger. And I'm like, how can someone be shot 15 times in front of a Kroger and there's no security by the Kroger and everything? I'm like, whoa. So it seems like the man sued Kroger and was awarded around $70 million. So I think that's what happened. So he decided to take a chunk of it and buy a beautiful home for his family. And I mean, it's really nice to see. You see the children, and one of their child is having their first birthday party. So they decided to throw her a party. So Quiana and Tiffany decided to throw the little girl a party, and the little girl, she's so beautiful. And I'm like, yeah, she's only one. She's like 1 year old. She look big, like she looks like she's 3. But yeah, so yeah, I thought that was really nice attention from the ladies, and definitely something to celebrate. So I like in the show how we see many people closing, and if you've noticed so far, it's only been African American, and I'm loving it. African American buying all type of houses, and in being developer, being architects, real estate agent, closing attorney. This show is just giving us so many options on things that we can do out there and where we are. So it's really nice to see. Back to Mrs. Quiana. Quiana is showing us the different things that she's been working on. She's telling us that she is a broker, but outside of that, she also has a podcast and many other different business. So we see her, in her environment, and she's also explaining to us that as a broker, she already have a lot of real estate agent that works for her. So for her, what she does, she's not focusing on actually directly selling the houses, but she's working with developers. The developers are the architects and people that actually work on developing community and houses. So I believe that by working with developer, she gets to have a real estate agent sell the houses that the developer are building. She's explaining that that's what she's been focusing on. So she's meeting with a developer who is working on a new community of several homes, and it's looking beautiful. And so they're discussing prices and the price point and really getting along on that. And she has a deal. So I believe that Quiana's real estate agent are probably going to be partnering with the developer to be able to sell those houses. So yeah, it's really, really nice to see. And we get to know a little bit more what a broker does. We have Miss Cristyl. Miss Cristyl is in front of a huge house with $3 million, and she's explaining that she has to be there because this is not every day that you get to close on the $3 million fixer-upper. So apparently the house is $3 million and it needs a lot of renovation, probably up to $1 million worth of renovation. But Cristyl is explaining that even though it's going to take a lot of renovation, she believes that the house is going to be able to sell for way more later down the line, and that the buyer is definitely going to make a big profit later down the line. So she's saying that she's excited. She's talking with her assistant, and then she get a call from Quiana that is telling her that a birthday party is coming. The theme is MET GALA, and she has to be there and be on her best dressed situationship. And Cristyl is telling her she's excited. Quiana says that all the ladies were invited. So Cristyl is saying, yeah, this is gonna be good, and she's probably going to get to talk to Tiffany because she has not really been feeling the energy coming from Tiffany. Now, it's Mrs. Quiana's 40th birthday, MET GALA party. She's looking beautiful. She has 3 outfit changes. She has that white dress and she's looking good. The body is on fleek. The husband is perfect. Everything is great. The ladies are enjoying themselves. We see Quiana introducing a family to the ladies. Her mom is beautiful. Quiana looks just like her. Her mom also looks pretty young. And she also introducing 4 of her siblings. She said she has a total of 2 siblings, but 2 of her siblings are not there right now. So yeah, the ladies are enjoying. They're giving a lot of compliments to Quiana and saying that they're not expecting anything less from her, that she's very fabulous and that the party is everything. We have Tiffany, Tiana, and Kira that are stepping outside a little bit from the party, and they're complimenting the party and saying that they're loving it. And we have Robin and Cristyl joining the ladies. Tiffany at some point says that she was a little bit anxious about coming to the party because of the energy that Cristyl has been giving her, but at the end of the day, she's not going to stop her from, having a good time. The next scene is Cristyl and Tiffany. So the other ladies are basically saying that they're going to go get something to eat, but that's an opportunity for Cristyl and Tiffany to get to talk to each other. So it starts with Tiffany telling Cristyl that Robin told her that they were able to fix their situation. And Cristyl is like, yeah, of course, we've been able to fix it. I knew we would always be able to. That's how our friendship is set up. Relationship has always been ups and downs. And she's pretty sure that Tiffany can relate. And Tiffany's like, no, I cannot relate to this. Cristyl is like, well, we're human and everything. So, yeah. So Cristyl is being very sarcastic, throwing jab here and there, but Tiffany is holding on her own, she's answering her and everything. And then Tiffany's like, yeah, she really like Robin has such good vibes. And then Cristyl is like, yeah, I'm not really into that whole vibe things. And like, I really am into that vibe thing. And she really likes Robin's vibe, and that if she doesn't, feel the energy from someone, she's going to be on her own. She's not going to try to attract the person. And then Cristyl is like, well, I'm a very direct person, so are you talking about me? And Tiffany is like, no, I'm talking about me. I'm telling you how I operate. And I'm like, go, Tiffany, you go, girl. And Cristyl is like, yeah, okay. Tiffany is telling us in the confessional that she doesn't understand why Cristyl is now so adamant about them building some type of relationship and being friends when they've known each other for a long time. And Cristyl never had an interest to be her friend, but suddenly, because she has a good relationship with Robin, she feels that Cristyl wants a relationship with her because of that. So basically, she has an interest. And then Cristyl is telling her, we're both attorney, we're both black girls, so I thought that we could be, in the same environment. And she's like, nah, we good, we don't have to be, I don't owe you anything. And she feels, at the end of the day, you're talking about us being friends or, being cool with each other. But Kira was telling me that you were trying to get her business. And you know really well that Kira has been very loyal to me. So why are you trying to do that and then talk about we need to get closer and we need to have a relationship as black girl being closing attorney? See, this is the type of energy that I'm really not feeling from you. And then Cristyl is like disregarding it. She's basically disregarding all the things that Tiffany says, which are such major point. And then Cristyl is like, well, I see that we're gonna play that game and stuff. And Tiffany's like, I'm not playing any games. I'm being as direct as I am. You said that you want to get to know me and stuff like that. This is how I am. And Tiffany's like, okay, we're gonna play that game. She's like, I'm not playing no game with you. And Cristyl realized that whatever game she's playing, Tiffany sees right through it and she don't have time for that. So realizing that she's not gonna go far with her or whatever she's looking for, she proceeded to leave. And Tiffany was like, what the fuck? What the fuck was that? And all I wanted to say was, you go, Tiffany. Tiffany is a grown lady. She don't have time for the games that Cristyl is trying to do. She's met Cristyl before. They never really bonded like that. And she's cool with the situation. She's not talking about Cristyl like that. Cristyl has been trying to compete with her in a very open way, and she didn't fall for it. And she decided that, you know what, the way this girl operates, I don't like it, so I'm going to remove myself from it. So now Cristyl is trying to make it look like Tiffany has been mean to her and has been cold to her. No, she just don't care for you. It's different. She's not trying to be your friend. She's not bad talking you, but at the same time, she's not trying to be close to you, and she doesn't feel like she needs to be close to you because the two of you are black closing attorney, especially when you try to get some of her clients past. You did not present yourself as someone that want to have a relationship with her. You first presented yourself as someone that wanted to compete, and it's because of that Tiffany picked your game and removed herself, and you cannot take the heat now that she's being direct with you, because you talk about being direct. That was your opportunity of telling her what was your point in trying to take care from her and all that, and you did not take that opportunity. So Cristyl, stop with that whole I'm a direct person. You're not a direct person, you are a shark. Okay, you're a shark. You're not genuine with Tiffany. She knows that, and it is what it is. So yeah, this episode was really nice. I really enjoyed the way Tiffany put Cristyl back in her place in a very nice way. She played her game. She gave her that same energy Cristyl, gave her, and she held her own, but in a very classy and mature way. And we'll see what happened. I believe next week is going to be the last episode. I really enjoyed this show so far. So I hope there's definitely going to be a new season. As some of you might know, Miss Quiana said that she's not going to come back. I hope she does, but if she doesn't, it is what it is. We can't force people to do things they don't want to do. On this note, if you're not subscribed yet, I invite you to subscribe. And if you are, thank you so much for everything, and I will see you all next week. Bye.